Green light, red light, player 1 has been eliminated.
If you guys caught the Squid Games bug like I have, you're going to really enjoy this one. I'm going to show you how you can use a smart home to recreate green light, red light directly from the popular Netflix series Squid Game. Now I decided to use some smart tech which was already in my house to achieve this. I could have googled that giant doll, but it was a little bit expensive. The rules of this game are simple. When there's a green light, you're able to walk. If there's red light, you need to stop. You win when you cross the finishing line, and you lose when you're caught moving when the light is red. For this project, I'm using a light strip or light bulb or any colored device that you have in your home. You can pick up one of these smart buttons right over here. I'm using an Ikea one because it's just one I had around. The button is used in combination with the light strip. So when you tap on the button once, the lights will turn green and the game will start. When you tap on the button again, it will turn red. You're going to need these little vibration sensors for each player. Instead of getting a motion sensor that would pick up movement from anyone in the room, you got to put these on individual players and mark them for each player that you have. Put these, for example, in their pocket, and when they move, you will find out. The last piece of the puzzle is a Google Mini that I'm using as the announcement to find out if a player has moved or not. So if someone is caught out, the actual Google Mini will announce the player. Now you can do this project with any smart home platform that you choose. I'm going to be using Home Assistant, as you know if you're subscribed to the channel, but if you're new, I'm Gio and this is Smart Home Makers. To power this game, we need two automations. First automation is that at the tap of a button, we're going to be turning the lights on. Let me show you how we get that done. For this automation, I'm using a blueprint, which is like a shortcut version of an automation that was already made by someone else. The reason why I'm doing this is because of this Ikea button doesn't really integrate directly into Home Assistant, but if you're using other buttons, Zigbee buttons, it should work really well. So once you add the blueprint, you can click on the blueprint to use. Select the button if you have multiple buttons. In the action type, go on call service. We need to turn on the light, so light.turn_on. And here we can put a few targets. I'm putting a lamp. I'm going to add another entity here for the light that's right above me. So we can click on it. I'm going to be saving it and scroll down, and I've got color name is green, and we're adding the brightness value is 255, so we go in maximum brightness. So all of these settings, as you can see, is for single click. In the second section, you'll find another action type. Again, this is very similar. Call service, turn on. Pick your targets. In this example, we're going to pick red. So when I double click, then red will trigger. You go right down the bottom of the third one, we have the same setup, and I'm using green. This example, I'm using it for a long click. So just to prove the point that you can configure this as you wish. Full copy of all of the code that I'm showing you is going to be in the blog, so you can just copy and paste it at your leisure. So if I hard press this, you see everything turning green, and if I tap on it, everything turns red. First automation is done. Let's get into the second one. The second one I called here Squid Game player eliminated. So we're going to need an automation for each vibration sensor that we have. At this moment, I have one vibration sensor just to prove the point. Scroll down in your triggers. Let's pick the state and let's pick the binary sensor. Here I'm labeling it vibration_play_1. Now we need a little bit of templating in the conditions. As you can see over here, I'm using condition type template. I'm using some Jenga templating to find out the status of an attribute of a specific lamp. So I'm looking at the lamp, I'm looking at this attribute RGB color, and I'm looking for a specific tuple. So it's a combination of values in Python, 255430, which signifies red. So what this means is if the lights are red and the vibration sensor is triggered, then the message on the speaker will play thanks to text to speech. Before we do the text to speech part, we have the media player.volume set. This to give us a nice volume that we can hear it properly. I've set this to 60%. As I mentioned, I'm using a Google Mini, but any speaker device that you integrate with a Home Assistant that's compatible with text to speech, you can use for this project. So action type, call service, tts.cloud_say is what you're going to need. Your entity, I'm picking my kitchen speaker, for example, which is the speaker behind me. Message, simply just put player 1 has been eliminated. If you're doing this for player 2, then it will be player 2 or player 3, and it will be linked to different vibration sensors. And in the language, I'm just putting GB because it feels like a little bit of a James Bond feel. I don't know, like a villain feel. I don't know. Probably you can put another accent, whatever you wish. If you're enjoying this video, remember to give this a like and subscribe to the channel. So back in the screen, you can see the vibration sensor is currently off. So let's turn these red. So I'm going to click on the button. and we're all red. Picking up the vibration sensor so you can see the movement.
Player 1 has been eliminated.
And you've heard that quite clearly. Luckily, everyone survives after this game. Find more smart home projects like this one and click on this video over here. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.